In this video, we're going to learn about learning tasks and how to set them up, right? So from here, I'm in the front page or the main dashboard, right? So to access learning tasks, I just click on this button here. But to be able to create lesson tasks, that is your exercises, your homework, your remedial work, you first need a subscription, right? So there are two subscriptions that you can get, either the Pakati Plus with 50 exercises or Kakuru with 50 exercises plus Mutitisi AI here, right? So once you have those, you click on this button, learning task. So it will actually tell you that you need a package there. So I have one, that's why it went through, right? So the first method you could use is to create a task from a saved scheme. So you choose a lesson from a scheme that you have already created. So first I'm going to select my class level for 1. I click on from saved scheme, then I choose the scheme that I already have that is saved. So I'm just going to click on this one, right? Then I press on continue. So here I'm going to use the classroom task, which are flexible exercises, homework, test, and remedial work, right? So I can give it a title here that I want. I'm just going to leave it as exercise, and the type I'm just going to say exercise here. So you can choose exercise, homework, test, or remedial work, but these are all classroom tasks, right? They are flexible. So here I put the number of questions that I want. So let's say I just want 5 questions here with a total of 10 marks. So I enter 10 marks here. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to have maybe 2 marks for each question, or I'm going to distribute them. You see that in a few minutes to come. And then I enter my duration here, whether I want the students to finish this exercise in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes, in 1 hour. I just write it down here. And then difficulty, I can say easy, especially for students that might need easy exercises. I just click here, easy. Mixed as easy and challenging questions, and challenging, of course, they will be all challenging. So here I'm just gonna click on mixed, right? And then the question style, we have mixed and we have structured questions. So you can choose between the types of questions that you want here. So I'm going to choose short structured questions. Then I press on continue. So this is now the view from my saved scheme, right, that I created before and I saved. So these are the lessons that it has. So I'm going to select maybe lesson 1 and lesson 2. So those are going to be the anchors where my questions are going to come from, right? So it's going to come from Mapungubwe State, the geographical location, and rise of Mapungubwe State and factors leading to its rise. So these two, geographical and factors. So I've selected those 2. I press on continue. So now, because I chose 2 lessons, I now have to decide how many questions of each am I going to do per topic or per lesson, right? So for geographical location, maybe I just want 2 questions, and remember we have a total of 5 questions, right? So right now, because I said 2, it's 4 out of 5. So meaning I have 1 question left. So I'm going to say 2 and 3. So 2 questions for geographical location and 3 questions for rise of Mapungubwe, this one. So once I'm done, you can also do auto distribute, right, if you want, especially if you have a number of lessons that you have selected. You can just auto distribute here. But here I'm just going to type 2 and 3, then press on continue. Then in terms of marks, here, because we have 5 questions and we have 10 marks in total as we set in step 1, so automatically it just divided them equally. But let's say for question number 1 I want 1 mark, and for question number 2 I want 1 mark, then question number 3 maybe I want 3 marks, and question number 5 I want 3 marks, right? So they're now 10 out of 10. So we're just distributing marks here. So it's just mark allocation for the questions. So once I'm done, I just click on generate task, right? And it's now generating, and depending on your network speed, it might take a minute or 2, right? But it doesn't really take long, right? So let's just wait for it. It is now done. So here the title already is here, but if I want to change it, I can change it here. And the dates, I'll just put a date that I want there. Learning area is history, form 1, the duration that I set, the total marks, the topic, subtopic, and the focus. Remember, geographical location of Mapungubwe and the rise of Mapungubwe. The instructions, you can write instructions that you want here, but the instructions you already set. It's answer all questions, right? So we have question number 1. It is in part A and B because it is 1 mark, 1 mark, right? So it is saying name 1 geographical feature that was important for the location of Mapungubwe state, and state 1 reason why the location of Mapungubwe was strategic. So I said this is 1 mark, 1 mark here. And question number 2 also is 1 mark. Question number 3 is 3 marks, then 2, then 3. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It seems like we're 11, isn't it? 3, 6, 9. So it seems like they're 11 right now because these are 2, but you can also edit these, right? So for example, you can now edit here maybe to 2 so that it still keeps your mark allocation, right? And you can just update the answer key here. So because this is using AI sometimes can make mistakes, right? So it's just a simple edit there. You just edit it. Doing spelling, you can just edit that as well, right? So these are my questions, and here you have your answer key here. So question number 1, what was question number 1? Name 1 geographical feature that was important for the location of Mapungubwe state, which is the confluence of the Shashe and Limpopo rivers, right? So you just have to review all these answers here that are down to make sure that they are correct. And once you are done, you simply download. So you have 2 options, a student PDF and a teacher PDF, right? So let's just look at the student PDF here. If I click on it, so this is what you would give your students, right? So it only has the questions here and the duration and the instructions and everything. So this is what you send to your students, or you can actually use this in Mtizisi AI, right? So if you don't know Mtizisi AI, just look at the videos that are on this channel, right? And then you can download a teacher PDF. So the teacher PDF, we have the questions and the answer key, right? And the marking guide right here and some notes. And it will actually tell you for question 3, ensure learners specify the nature of the trade or agriculture. For question 5, encourage learners to explain how the factor contributed to the rise, not just state the factor, right? So it actually gives you some notes and a marking guide as well. Right, so those are the 2 files that you can download here. So this is the first method of creating learning tasks. So remember, you just simply set up your class and syllabus there. You put in your task details, you select the content like the lessons from the scheme that you already saved. You enter the question split that for this lesson I want to solve this and this such questions, and this one I want this number of questions. Then you do your mark allocation, then you review and export. So basically AI is just assisting you. It will take you 90% of the way. Okay, so we just edited here, and once you edit, you can update the answer key as well, and also update or edit these answers to just make sure that they are correct as well. So in the next video, we're going to see how we can create these learning tasks by selecting topics straight from the syllabus. So see you in the next video.